We begin with breaking news in the deadly shooting at that 4th of July parade in Highland Park, Illinois. Just a short time ago, prosecutors announced the suspect is now charged with 7 counts of murder as the death toll continues to grow. At least 7 people killed, more than 30 wounded. Tonight, authorities are revealing more about the alleged gunman and the plot that they say he'd been working on for weeks. They released this image saying 21-year-old Robert Crimo escaped through the chaos by wearing a wig and dressing in women's clothing, covering his tattoos and blending into the crowd. Crimo was arrested in his mother's car, handcuffed without incident. Authorities reveal how they tracked him down and what they say they found inside that vehicle. The gunman, armed with a high-powered rifle, firing more than 70 rounds into the crowd from the top of a building. Authorities say they recovered an AR-15 style weapon at the scene. Newly obtained surveillance shows men, women, and children rushing into a store all at once to escape the gunfire. Today, deputies searched the home where he lived with his uncle, where they say they found more handguns inside the house. And late today, the names of the victims were made public, those killed while celebrating America's independence. Still no word on a possible motive. Questions are now being raised after the sheriff said all of the weapons were purchased legally. And new images of the shooting are emerging, and a warning, some of them are disturbing. ABC's Alex Perez is in Highland Park and leads us off.
Tonight, murder charges for the alleged gunman in Highland Park, Illinois. Police say the man who unloaded 70 rounds onto an Independence Day crowd, killing 7 and injuring more than 30, planned his attack for weeks and carried out the rampage disguised as a woman.
He brought a high-powered rifle to this parade. He accessed the roof of a business via a fire escape ladder and began opening fire on the innocent Independence Day celebration goers.
Sources telling ABC News investigators are poring over social media posts believed to be from 21-year-old Robert Crimo dating back from over a year ago. One video showing part of the parade route. Minutes after that parade in Highland Park, Illinois, just after 10 a.m. Monday, the cheers turning to screams. Many at first mistaking the gunfire for fireworks. Families running to find safety anywhere they could. Gabriela Martinez says she saw the gunman on the roof.
I was trying to see where it was coming from, and then I looked up at the Ross Cosmetics building, and he was shooting from there.
Mom Abby Brozio was grazed by a bullet her father-in-law hit in the leg.
My first instinct was, did it hit my child?
Brozio running with other families into her husband's store. Her mother-in-law seen here trying to protect her grandchild.
My mother-in-law was crawling into the store over my child, and that was just heart-wrenching to see.
Police say the suspect dressed in disguise so he could blend in with the crowd.
During the attack, Crimo was dressed in women's clothing, and investigators do believe he did this to conceal his facial tattoos and his identity and help him during the escape with the other people who were fleeing the chaos.
New images show the dead covered on the sidewalk while several people tried to save the wounded. Anesthesiologist Dr. Wendy Binstock-Rush doing CPR on an older man who didn't make it.
It was just, unfortunately, it was an elderly gentleman. He had lost way too much blood, and there was no way to bring him back.
5 of the victims died at the scene, 2 at the hospital. More than 30 people were injured, most by gunfire. For hours, this community sheltering in place while teams searched building by building. The rifle left behind leading the ATF directly to Robert Crimo. Police quickly blasting out an alert with a photo of the suspect, the car and the plate number. About 8 hours after the carnage, police capturing their suspect after a tipster spotted the car.
An alert member of the community saw Crimo's vehicle traveling southbound on Route 41, dialed 911.
Officers surrounding the vehicle, taking him into custody after a brief pursuit. Police discovering another rifle in the car. They say all 5 guns he had were legally purchased. Tonight, this community is shattered. Illinois' governor outraged.
Mass shootings have become our weekly, yes, weekly, American tradition. There are going to be people who say that today is not the day, that now is not the time to talk about guns. I'm telling you, there is no better day and no better time than right here and right now.
The governor issuing a disaster proclamation tonight. Alex joins us now from the scene. And Alex, we're learning about charges tonight. What can you tell us?
Yeah, Lindsay, those late-breaking details, the prosecutor announcing that Robert Crimo has been charged with 7 counts of first-degree murder and that there could be more charges to come. Now, Crimo's family, through their attorney, did release a statement. It says, in part, "This is a terrible tragedy. Our hearts, thoughts, and prayers go out to everybody." Now, authorities here have told their law enforcement partners that Crimo is talking and that he has indicated through statements that he takes responsibility for this attack. Lindsay?
Alex, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.